Back now on Triad Today, I'd like to spend a few minutes talking about workforce development, getting people back to work and fully employed, and we do that with an expert in the field who comes to us from Goodwill Industries in Northwest North Carolina. Kaisha McDermott-Carter is the Regional Director for Workforce Development Services at Goodwill Industries of Northwest North Carolina. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you for having me.
Now, how does Goodwill assist people with building their skills so that they can be more competitive if they try to go out in the world of work? How do you assist them?
So Goodwill offers career services through our case managers. We can help them build their resumes, do cover letters, get them online profiles on Indeed and ZipRecruiter. We also assist them with overcoming barriers that might come up to stop them from completing their programs.
Yeah, let me interrupt you to say, because you're talking about barriers. That makes me think. Give me an example of a barrier that somebody might face of any age or any background, to employment. Give me an example of that.
So we get a lot of people that come and they may not have transportation. So through our partnerships, we have bus passes that we can give them. We also now have Lyft rides that we can provide them for the first 3 weeks of their employment. That allows them to get a couple of paychecks under their belt.
I think that's great. So you have those resources available and other things too to folks. Now, I also happen to know that you have a pretty good relationship with a lot of different community partners and things. Give me some examples of the community partners that you work with, and how that makes a difference for folks.
So we do. We have very many partners around the Triad. We're partnered with NC Works. They're actually inside our building, and that assists with the funding for training and education that pays for them to go at no cost to the participants. We also have Telemon that assists our agricultural workers. They can assist them with various things, rent, food, shelter, through that partnership. We also have Golden Leaf funding that is for our rural partners and participants.
Yeah, so that, because they have a whole different set of problems if they're living way out in a rural area as opposed to being right in the city where a lot of the action's going on.
Correct.
And then it goes back to your thing about transportation could be an issue, or daycare or anything else. I want to get a really good long plug in for how your programs are funded, because I want to reiterate and remind people that the community is really helping you to do this. So talk about how your programs are funded.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jim. So our programs are funded through the donations that people bring to Goodwill. A lot of people don't realize that 89 cents of every dollar that they spend goes right back into those programs to help people with their resumes and look for jobs and get technology to be successful in the workforce.
Yeah, that's right. And you're right. People say, well, I'm going to run down to Goodwill. I'm going to drop off a suit or a pair of pants or something I don't need. And then what happens is those things will end up in the Goodwill store. Correct. People will come in and buy them, the real bargains, a lot of these things. And then the proceeds from that go back around, end up to help you help other people. And so, it's like a community effort to try to get everybody back to work, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Before time runs out, let me just very quickly put you on the spot. What's gratifying to you about doing your job?
So I'm a people person, Jim, and I appreciate the question. I love to see people get back to work. I love to be out at the community events, talking to people and explaining to people the services that Goodwill offers. It's really interesting to see their aha moment when they say, Goodwill does that? So that's really gratifying for me.
Well, I appreciate all you do. Up on screen, goodwillnwnc.org. Please check out that website and learn more about what Kaisha and all her team are doing, and thanks for everything you do for so many people.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this.